The first time I checked out this anime, I thought this was just about cute girls doing badass things, and you watch it by keeping your brain in the trash can, because how couldn't you? We see them doing this at the start, and after 10 minutes, we also see them doing this. And don't you worry, they are not dead. She shoots rubber bullets which disintegrate in red powder when they hit their target. So that is not blood. Even though you just penetrated a metal door with that rubber bullet, Chisato. And it completely makes sense, right? You can penetrate a metal door but not a human body with the same damn bullet. But if you think this is all there is to this show, you are a dumbass. Just like me when I was ranking every anime. Lycoris Recoil is all of what I mentioned, but it also has a gripping plot with well-written characters who have an amazing dynamic between almost every single one of the cast. A nuanced world of espionage and intrigue where you are just itching to find out more about it. A plot you think you know what it is until it completely flips on its head, where you cannot help but say, oh fuck, by the end of an episode, when that damn ending starts playing, which I just cannot get it out of my head. Look, it's still playing in my head. Nailed it! But all of these complicated twists and turns of plot and amazing character writing comes down to this. And goddamn, by each and every episode, you get more and more on the edge of your seat. But before we get to why is that, some of you might wanna know what the fuck is this anime aside from cute girls being a menace. We open up in Tokyo, which has the record of the cleanest, safest, and being one of the most secure city in the world. But that is only thanks to Lycoris, a group of orphan kids who work 24/7 around the clock to protect that peace. Kids here are elite assassins working at DA who are provided with advanced information which helps them to root out acts of terrorism, hackers, malicious intents, or any other things which might put this city in danger. Takina, a newbie agent who has bright future in DA thanks to her sharp judgment and an aim so clean which might put Shroud to shame.
How dare you? Who the fuck said that? Ban that guy. Who the fuck said that?
But she finds herself in a tricky situation during a raid to bust an arms deal. During this raid, shit immediately hits the fan where one of her allies gets captured and their Discord call crashes. In that moment, Takina is left with a squad leader who is unable to decide in the pinch. So, she takes the matter in her own hands, trusting her aimbot, and does this. Well, lucky for her partner and hostage, she survives. And not so lucky for Takina, she gets punched in the face and gets transferred out of DA to a side agency called Lycoreco. This agency takes on small jobs, which is especially open for the problem child of DA, Chisato. This agency does not have that much manpower. Hell, there are only 3 people working here. So naturally, Takina thinks if she excels here, she will automatically be promoted and assigned back to DA. But the one who handles this agency is the best agent of DA, the John Wick of Lycoris Recoil, the Bollywood or Tollywood movie protagonist who literally is unkillable in a gunfight, the one and only Chisato. Obviously at the start, Takina gives Chisato a cold shoulder. Hell, she even looks down on her when she finds out Chisato uses rubber bullets, which really defy all logic. But over time, not only does this unmovable mountain move, but it is blasted away. Takina goes from silent, edgy, I am Batman, to something like this. We understand more about her as the episodes go on. Why does she want to get in DA? Why does she always longs for someone's approval? Or why is she and even other Lycoris so loyal to DA? Well, if you put a gun in an orphan kid's hand and teach them their goal in life is to act as an assassin, obviously you're going to have some issues there. But Takina does not blindly follow the orders. Hell, no one really does. At the start, it really does feel like Takina is a murdering psychopath when she goes off with a machine gun. But as the episodes go by, we find out she actually decided to do that because she wanted to save the hostage. She was confident in her aim and her partner's capabilities to take cover in that chaos. If she did not do that, the possibility of her partner dying was 100% in her mind. The squad leader did not actually punch her because she was just worried about her squad member. She did that so she could look noble while covering her own ass. The DA didn't kick out because she neglected the orders, but she killed the arms dealer who knew information who he sold those arms to, and to shift blame so that the information doesn't get out that the servers of DA were actually hacked. Everyone there has their own motives they follow while putting up a nice and clean picture, from some of the Lycoris who do close to negligible harm to some of the big shots who are actively trying to ruin the city's peace. And between all of this, Takina gets stuck and faces the consequences, which which makes her unable to trust anyone. But not to worry, now that she's in Lycoreco, the side agency of DA, she's about to break out of her shell. Thanks to Chisato. Chisato not only fires bullets like Keanu or John Wick, but she also acts like him.
You're breathtaking.
Actually, at first, I did find her kind of annoying, but that quickly goes away because she really is a goofball of happiness and sunshine who never fails to make you smile. I guess we have been tainted. Whenever someone brings this positive energy and is happy, I say look at this prick faking. No one is this happy. But hold and behold, she's not happy because she has to show it. She's happy because she genuinely feels that way from bottom of her heart. And soon, that not only rubs off on Takina, but also us, the viewers. If you're somewhat like me, you will go from oh god she's annoying to she's the best. And what really sells that is thanks to the personal rules she has imposed on herself. Chisato has ability to predict trajectory of not only bullets but any hand movements, especially if they're precise, which makes almost every gunfight far too easy for her. Well, that's what you might think. In the case of Chisato, whether be it friend or a foe, she doesn't kill anyone. She uses rubber bullets, which are really hard to hit if the target has some distance. Actually, she has to close in the distance with her enemies just to land even a single shot, because these bullets are really that inaccurate. But that's not the only thing which grounds her. Most of the enemies or even Lycoris might be shooting to go in for the kill, but on the other hand, Chisato uses the gun to protect herself and others. So when Chisato and Takina are in the pinch, that thing is what really makes it scary. What if their stray bullet hits not Chisato but Takina or someone else? This is how Lycoris Recoil keeps you hooked. If Chisato does kill anyone or lets anyone die, she's the one who loses, whether be it a person or her way of life. And that is how you really cripple and nerf an OP character without any bullshit. The reason we fear for her is that she shouldn't go through an experience where she loses herself, where she stops being her good old cheerful goofball, or maybe something happens which is totally unprecedented. Chisato really does bring this show together, and I want to give a quick mention to Chisato's voice actor, Chika. She's a massive reason why I really love this character. She breathes the life into this character, and that is probably a big reason why so many people love her. And not only Chisato's voice actor, but other characters too. The scripting and voice acting of Lycoris Recoil is on point. From Mika to Takina, you can even notice growth by the way she talks later down the line. Lycoris Recoil never ceases to surprise, and animation is also a big part of it. Aside from the CGI cars, goddamn A1 Pictures, you're on a freaking roll. Not only the action sequence, which are fucking amazing to watch, while also appreciating subtle and minor details in it, but also the mundane scenes, which I would like to call the amazing waifu Sakuga. Ever since Kaguya-sama, you seem to have cracked the code on how to make cute waifus cuter in a scene which really should not stand out, but you do it anyway. None of the characters just stay still and only use their lip flaps. The animators also focus on their facial expression, their hand movements, even their body language, which is fucking really hard from what I hear. And after watching those scenes, you can tell how much love and effort was put in while even animating some of the dialogue sequence. I love how the world of Lycoris Recoil actually feels alive. Yes, these elite assassins are doing these crazy things like taking out potential threat, but that is not where the things end. There are some property damages while taking care of criminals or just doing some raid, so there are cleaners and fixers who change everything and leave no trace of what happened here. Sometimes there are also missions which go haywire, so they have to cover that shit up by putting blame on someone who has no relation to that thing whatsoever, but they are a prominent figure in the public eye, even hiding things from police who get nosy and try to investigate on their own to uncover who is behind all of this. There are de facto organizations who intend to get in the way of DA or Lycoris, but there are also times where we feel what these guys are doing is really not okay. Well, it was not kind of okay to begin with, like training these orphan girls into trained assassins and telling them their only purpose in life is to serve DA and Lycoris is kind of fucked up, but they go far and beyond that sometimes. There is also a boys version of this program with most likely the same recruitment procedure. There are so many references or bits and pieces of info drops on world lore where you cannot help but be interested. While doing all of this, we also focus on mundane things. One episode, Takina and Chisato might just fuck around while delivering packages and do some odd jobs, and in the very next, we will have some deep, heart-wrenching dialogue between characters and see some growth in them. Or we might just see this. Lycoris Recoil is a complete package. Please scratch my earlier opinion of the record, burn it to the ground, because I was completely wrong. This anime is fucking amazing right now as it is, and I don't know much where it is going, but I do know wherever it is going, it will be fucking amazing. As I am recording this video, we are nearing the end, and it feels like they are neatly going to wrap it up in this nice package, which is either going to be hype as fuck, or it is going to break my heart. but not in a bad way. Whatever direction it may go, this anime very well might be in my top 10 of 2022, if not, definitely in my honorable mentions. So just go watch it because this anime is fucking worth it. And do you know what is also worth it? Subscribing to this channel. And if you are still not sure, watch this video to confirm it.